Hey, this is Bellisimo, and welcome to the energy update of this week. So we have a lot of exciting things because so many people are going through huge transformations, and transitions can be really tough. And so I want to give you some tips in order to integrate so that you can activate and really stay on your path, as opposed to being overwhelmed maybe with some things that are releasing that you don't want. And you have a decision to make. You can either focus on what is coming out of you and what is releasing. If we focus on that instead of what is coming in, just even a simple reflection of what it is that we want. Now you have the decision. What are you going to do? Focus on what is letting go or what is coming in and through. Because the more you do, the more goodness comes to you. So let's just explain some things, because I think it is confusing when you're going through a process of creation. And when we look to nature, we look at how she creates. So we start with the new moon. The new moon is that time of setting intentions. And so as we move through that full moon, which was huge, it is the illumination of what in our life is coming to bloom, but what it also exposes too, because there's always this balance. What we don't want, something that, we thought was going to happen and it didn't show up. It seemed like it was going to be, but now we are on the waning side of the moon. So this is important in creating, because we always want to go with the flow. What does that mean? The waning side of the moon is the passive side. I receive, I release. So people, and I want to tell you this great creation, and this happened with a client. She called me 2 days ago, and this creation was from maybe it was 2 years ago. I can't even remember how many moons ago this creation, and it's always been in her intention that I am free of debt, that I pay off all my debt from college, 150 grand. So here's her intention. It's been years later, but it's been her intention. And you let the cycle of nature work. God works in God's time. So here we may think, well, it's just going to happen right away. So she gets an email stating that where she took the loan from were defraudulent. They were committing fraud. So they said she doesn't have to pay the loan, and they gave her back money. So this is a miracle. 150 grand wiped out and given her back some money. But other people showed up of, oh, my intention's going to happen. But then what happened is backspace showed up. What does that mean? Well, it's like I met the person that was my dreams, and then all of a sudden it wasn't the person of my dreams. Where that person and what they said, what they did, now they're separating, dividing. Now it's different than what it seemed. So the great news about the waning side of the moon and understanding how creation is it is a feedback loop with God and nature. The feedback loop is, hey, we're putting in our order. What do you think? This is what I want. And this or better. And God says, all right, something starts to come in, maybe reflections of what it is. But there is a lot that we are creating with, that is in us, that is in our backspace, that place where we store emotions, store trauma, fear, and pain. And we're always creating with it. So it kind of goes through that washing cycle. So as it comes up and out, we're thinking, my life is never changing. I'm doomed. It's never getting better. I don't believe. And I'm not giving thanks. And I'm not in gratitude because it doesn't seem to change. But that's not true. What you need to know is when something's coming up and out. It is kind of the last look to say bye, see you later, and let it go. But the choice point is the heart, which is, I'm going to let it go and let it flow. And I'm going to focus on what is coming in, what is coming through, even one small detail of just a reflection of what it is that I want. Because the more you can place your attention there, you decide, I am not going to be in survival. That I'm going to be, I'm making up this word, thrival. And so on the passive side, what can help you bring in your intentions? What can help them make them come alive? That is why we are on the grass walk instead of the catwalk. And the grass walk, why this is important is because there are so many solar flares now. Solar flares are radiation. We are getting blasted with radiation with this light. We are from, in my book, From Chaos to Creativity, from coal to diamonds, transforming into this beautiful diamond body. But change is hard. It is hard to do because all this darkness comes up and out. But coal, burnt, is fire in order to create energy, to move, to create movement. And that is the process that we are undergoing. The old is falling out. We feel like our bones are breaking, that we're changing because we are coming anew. So something practical that you can do is be on the grass walk. Why is that important now? Because when you are on the grass, walking barefoot or in the dirt, this is our connection with Mother Earth. This gives us an electrical charge. We are like batteries. And just like an appliance or electronic where we put batteries in and it doesn't hold a charge, many people aren't holding charges now. They have inflammation, fatigue, chronic illnesses. It's because we've been disconnected with God, with nature. And by plugging into nature, just being on the grass 20 minutes a day, in the morning, at night, any time of the day, but that's when the dew happens, then you're getting your boost. You are getting charged for the day. And that way, your body can last throughout the day. You don't have pain. You feel renewed. There's all kinds of benefits. So this is so simple because when we are grounded, what we are doing is we are bringing those higher vibrations fully in the ground. If we can't ground our intentions, they're just dreams up in the sky, pies in the sky. But when we bring them down, we bring them alive. So just enjoy sitting on the grass, rolling on the grass. I'm thinking if you got any pain in your back, lie on the grass. Earthing is something that everyone can do. So take advantage of it and let me see your grass walk and make it fashion to get back to nature, to be in nature, nature connected. Love you guys.